Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Electric Nails, and today I'm going to be talking about something that's kind of difficult as a business owner, to be honest, and that's how to deal with difficult clients. So we're going to be touching on a few different things today, including cancellation policies, late policies, and what to do when you're just not jiving with a client. So stay tuned. So first and foremost, we are going to start with cancellation policies. So cancellation policies are really important because they're going to save you time and money and teach your clients that they need to respect you and they need to respect your time. You don't have endless amount of time to just sit around and dilly-dally and wait for clients to book in. It's really important that when you have a client book in that they take your time seriously, because if they're canceling all the time, then they're leaving you with empty spots and leaving you with an empty wallet. So it is really important to make sure that you are essentially training your clients. You want to have them trained so that they respect you and that they know that if they need to cancel an appointment, that they need to be giving you 24 hours notice, if that is your policy. I say at least a minimum of 16 hours notice for you to be able to fill the spot. They need to be respecting that policy, because at the end of the day, if they are canceling 6 hours before the appointment starts, odds are you're probably not going to fill that spot. And so basically they just took money out of your pocket. The cancellation fee that I have in place is that if they cancel after the 24-hour mark, I charge them 50% of what their appointment costs. Now, some people say that this is a little bit high, but you have to keep in mind, you can be a little bit lenient when it comes to a client that is a regular client and something came up and you know that this is not typically like them. However, if this is a new client and they're starting out your client relationship by doing this to you, they can pay the 50% of the appointment cost. I mean, at the end of the day, you're still only making 50% of what you would have made if they would have showed up. So, sorry, if they want to come to you, they will pay that price. And they'll understand, because they'll realize that if they didn't come, you didn't make that money. So a good client will understand this and they'll respect this and they'll pay it gladly and rebook again. If they don't, it's not really a client that you want to keep anyways. Another thing that you can do is have a booking app that actually takes deposits beforehand. And this will actually enable you to be able to collect that money regardless of if they decide to book back in or not. So say for instance, I didn't have that deposit option, so that I wasn't taking a deposit upon a client booking with me, then basically if they were to not show up for their appointment and I charged them that cancellation fee, it would kind of be on their shoulders to pay it or not. So if they decided, screw this, I'm not going to pay her and I'm not going to book in with her, then I'm still losing out on 100% of what that appointment would have costed. Whereas if I take a deposit, let's say a $50 deposit for everybody that books in, I can keep that deposit. So they know if they don't give me 24 hours notice to cancel, then I'm keeping that deposit and I'm keeping it no matter what, if they decide to book or not. What you can also do is if somebody is doing this all the time to you and canceling on you last minute and you're just tired of it, they're not respecting your time, you can use your booking app. Most booking apps have this option, and actually go in and block that client from booking again with you. Now, this may seem a little bit harsh, but if your client is not respecting your time or your money and realizing that if they're no-showing you on you all the time, you aren't getting paid, that is not a client that you want to keep around. You want to make sure that your clients respect you and your time. So in all honesty, sometimes you just have to block a client from booking in with you again. Now, second of all, I want to talk about late policies. So for me, I charge by the hour. So I don't really have to worry too much about late policies, because if a client is showing up late, sorry, you start paying for your appointment the minute that your appointment starts. So if your appointment was scheduled for 3 o'clock and you decide to roll around 3:20, if I still have time to take you that day, then I'll still take you, but you're paying from the point of 3 o'clock. So you paid for that 20 minutes that you're gone at my $50 an hour rate. Of course, if they show up 20 minutes late and you have someone booked right after them and you don't have time to keep them in that slot anymore, of course you have to let them know that. And of course you should charge some sort of cancellation fee. So like I was saying earlier, my cancellation fee is 50%, and this would technically classify as a cancellation. If they show up so late that you are no longer able to do their nails, that is on them. It's not on you. And again, they need to respect your time. So if this ends up happening and you can't do their nails that day, you can charge them the cancellation fee of whatever percent that you want to charge or whatever dollar amount that you want to charge. And then it's up to them whether they want to rebook with you or not. Some people, if they are rescheduling someone that showed up late and they just didn't have time to do their nails, they will charge a lesser amount for the cancellation fee because that person is still for sure coming in and pre-booking their next appointment. But again, it's totally up to you. It's totally up to the tech and what they want to do. I personally, if you are too late and can't show up for your appointment anymore, you're paying me 50% in order to book again. Now with late policies, if you aren't charging by the hour, you can kind of try to figure out a dollar amount that you want to charge for someone showing up to your appointment late. So if you are still able to do their nails that day, you can tack on, say, an extra $20 late fee. And this is basically just to cover the cost of you sitting around waiting for them and you feeling stressed out because they showed up late and now you have to hurry through their nails in order to get finished in time for your next appointment. It's just kind of a respect thing. So a lot of techs will charge a dollar amount for this late fee if they are not charging by the hour. Now last, if you have a client that either isn't respecting your time, maybe just isn't respecting you, is bringing bad energy into your salon all the time, is just no bueno, you have the right to refuse them service. I'm going to say that really loud and clear. It is your salon. It is your energy that they're coming in and fucking with. And if they're coming in and they're making you feel any sort of bad way, you do not have to keep them as a client. You can most certainly block them from your system and stop taking them as a client, because if they are making you feel that way, there's probably a reason behind it. You're probably not going to just feel that way about anybody coming into your salon. If there's something going on there that's making you feel not good, you don't have to do their nails anymore. You can block them from your appointment booking app and hide your story from them on Instagram if you need to. If they follow you and you're worried about them seeing about openings that you have posted, you can do it this way to keep them out. Or you can be straight up front and honest with them and say, hey, you've showed up late a few appointments. I feel like you don't respect my time and unfortunately I'm not able to do your nails anymore. Or say, you no-showed for your first appointment and unfortunately I'm not willing to take you on as a client anymore. Or if somebody is just not bringing the right energy into your space, you can just say, hey, you know what, I'm really sorry. I personally just don't think that I'm the proper fit as a nail tech for you. And therefore, I can recommend this, and this nail tech that might be a better fit for you. And it can be a little bit awkward for sure. That's why I generally opt for just blocking them out from seeing my schedule. So when you block a client from your booking app, it's just going to show them that you're fully booked. And this is why in my stories, I'll hide my story from them as well so that they're not seeing if I post an opening. Because it can be a little bit awkward to tell a client, hey, I just don't think that you're the right fit for me. But at the end of the day, I work from home, and if I have a client coming over that makes me feel shitty, I don't want to have that client coming into my home anymore because it just totally throws off my energy and the energy in my salon, which affects other clients. So these are 3 things that I think are really important to make sure that your clients understand from the get-go, that they need to respect you, respect your time, respect your space, and respect your business. So I hope that these things help you out. And again, thank you so much for tuning in today.